Hello everybody, this is Steve and John, and we are kind of reenacting a trip that we did in 1998. John and I launched my little boat here. Do you remember that, John?
What time of year was it? It was a little bit warmer than this, I think.
I think it was June the 5th. We're going to look in my logbook and get the exact date, but I think it was June 5th. We launched the boat here. I'm going to show you the boat launch ramp in a minute. And then I'm going to show you where we went around that point and up the river. What we did was we went all the way around Lulu Island. A lot of people don't even know Richmond is on Lulu Island. If you said to someone downtown, you know where Lulu Island is? What would they say? They wouldn't even know.
Well, they've heard of Lululemon.
Yeah. Is that where they make the clothes?
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to kind of reenact our trip. We're going to stop at 7 or 8 different spots all around the island. We're going to drive, put the camera out and do kind of what we're doing here instead of show our whole trip, or we're going to show you on a map and everything in a minute now too. Anything else, John, before we move?
Well, we should check the rules and regulations of the place and all the safety.
Okay. This
could be dangerous according to the government.
Oh yeah. Okay, do you remember what the weather was like on that day actually?
Well, fairly nice.
Yeah. I know, I was wondering if it was like overcast or really bright sun, or I don't remember.
Well, just like this.
Kind of like this overcast. Okay. Anyway, this is it. We're going to start. We're going to be showing you lots of different places as we go.
We launched the boat right here and headed out the little gap there. Okay, we came around this corner here and went up the river this way. This is Steve's logbook. We started out on June 5th, this was apparently. And there's where we started.
Say again.
We started here, here we are here. We're going to go upriver here and the next stop up in Queensboro here.
And on our trip we encountered some river traffic once in a while, tugboats, things like that.
Okay, here we are at the eastern end of Richmond, Queensboro. We came up this way and then made under this bridge here, train bridge over there, and then made almost a hairpin turn just beyond where you can see there, and headed back downriver, down the main channel of the Fraser. Okay, here we are at the big south end of the river, south arm. It's a lot wider. We're going a little faster downriver, of course. There's quite a bit more current on this one. And it's quite a bit nicer. It's a bit less industrial. There's large bird habitat islands on the south side leading over towards Delta, and then right over to Rifle Island, which is bird sanctuary. And then on towards Steveston. Okay, there was our previous spot up here in Queensboro that we stopped to show. We went around Anasis Island, under the Anasis Island Bridge, and on into the big south arm. We were going to stop here. There's limited access, so we crossed the tunnel, which is actually under, you cross over it, but you don't see it, of course. And we're now right about here, sort of pushing on towards Steveston. Yeah. Well, we came down the river way off from the horizon, coming this way. Past Steveston here. Here's the mouth of the Steveston Harbor. Okay, we started out way down, coming down the river, down that from over there, down this way. Here's Steveston Harbor here. Yeah, we pulled in here, I believe. And here's the entrance to the harbor. Then back out and around this way. If it wasn't for these breakwaters, we'd essentially be in Georgia Strait. Okay, we came up through this little channel after leaving Steveston. It heads up towards the northwest along the outside of Richmond, the ocean side, and up back towards the airport.
Here we are, John and I are here again, and it was at this point, which is the middle arm of the Fraser River. We were coming from there, going up there. We're going to go around Sea Island back to the launch place where we'd launch the boat at the boat ramp there. So anyway, just behind us here is where we ran aground. And you can remember, tell us a bit.
Even though I've done tons of boating since, I can certainly remember that trip.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was quite an adventure, really. I mean, we weren't in any danger. We could have got stuck there if the tide kept going down and down. We'd be stuck in the muck, and you probably couldn't even walk very easy. You'd be all mucky, not real slick.
And you don't have a radio?
No, I didn't have a radio or cell phone or anything.
Yeah, not even. This was before the days of cell phones.
Yeah, yeah. They were maybe
pretty much.
We didn't have one, but the thing is, we could have been stuck overnight there, literally, because it's shallow. No one else would boat through there to help us, right? You know.
Well, you'd be looking at the hovercraft, and they wouldn't be too happy.
But they're not going to like know us that we're there, right?
Well, until days and days went, or just quite a while went by.
We're just a little spot on the tiny little boat. So anyway, that was the point there. What we were doing, we were coming there, going to go up the river here, around Sea Island, back to the boat ramp. And I have to say, at that time, I was kind of proud of you, John. I was thinking, if something does happen, of all the people that I could get stuck with or something in some sort of emergency, I think you would be a good guy to have along. So I felt proud about that, happy about that, John.
Well, I try and keep my wits about me, and you know, in case of accidents. And
well, you know, whenever you're out there, I mean, emergencies can happen on the water. Anyone who's been on the water for a while knows that anything can happen more or less at any time.
I've had two. Since then, I've had. Well, that wasn't life-threatening. I've had two really serious life-threatening. I've done lots of swimming in Ladner, and then when I took my boat over the Gulf Islands, months later, I was swimming for my life in the early spring with with a life jacket on, but I had to swim for my life, absolute life, when my boat flipped.
Okay, here we are at the number 2 road bridge, which is a bridge between Sea Island and Lulu Island. And I'm going to just zoom in on a little point of land under the bridge there, way up in the distance. And it was around there a long time ago when I was a boy. We used to come with my family there sometimes and cook on the beach and swim in the water there. And the beach looked a little different. It was a little sandier. There wasn't as much grass or vegetation there. And I remember my Uncle Peter showing me how to cook over a fire and do certain stuff like that. I really enjoyed it at that point. And I didn't know that years later I would be landing an airplane different times over at the floatplane base, which you see right there. You can see this dock here. And more commonly I would land over at that dock there. I landed there many times. Out farther around over this way is the point where John and I ran aground, way out there on the horizon. I'm going to just pan around and show you the route that we took from the point where we ran aground. We zoomed around this way. We didn't exactly zoom. We were in a little boat. Going around here, and we're going up the river, under this bridge, the number 2 road bridge, under the number 2 road bridge, and around to the Dinsmore Bridge. And we went under that bridge and up the river, and then we went around the little point back to our point of departure. So this is the end of our little video. We're making this video to commemorate something we did 14 years ago. So what do you think, John, of the day that we spent here?
Well, at least any day that it doesn't rain is a good day.
And the day 14 years ago when we were out there was kind of nice. So, okay. I'm going to get a shot or two of the airplanes taken off now. He's going to go in a moment. He's talking to the tower right now. Saying something,
Do they have to maintain spacing or with float planes, or?
Yeah, the tower will say, wait a minute, if he decides to do
just to let him get the other one get ahead, eh?
Yeah. But I used to fly maybe that same exact airplane.
Just to let him get the other one get ahead, eh?
Yeah.
slightly.
Anywhere up the coast here.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Say bye, John.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
All of the days seem to slip into nights. Don't let the magic get too far out of sight. When you find yourself riding both sides of the fence, rise up, claim your innocence. You say your life is slipping away. Who do you face at the end of the day, when all of the struggles become too intense? Rise up, claim your innocence. We are born innocent. We are born innocent. We are born radiant. We are born whole. Some days you remember your light from within, gives you reasons to live, whether you lose or you win. Now there is no need for defense. Rise up, claim your innocence. We are born innocent. We are born innocent. We are born radiant. We are born whole. We are born innocent. We are born innocent. We are born radiant. We are born God is alive, God is well, living on the beach or in some hotel. God is the stranger, so familiar to face.